Good morning, everyone. Good morning to viewers wherever you are. Thank you for joining. I am joined today by Sarah Edmundson, the CEO of Agents Together. And I would like you first to tell us the who, what, when, where and why. And then I've got a few questions for you, if that's all right. But before we do, action.
Well, thank you very much for having me on, Nat. It's great to see you and chat to you. So the who, what, where, and why, hey?
Yeah, tell us for those that don't know you, and I'm sure there aren't many people that don't know you. Tell us who you are and what you're doing at the moment.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm very privileged actually to wear a lot of different hats in the industry.
Yes.
I have a training and consultancy business called All Stars, and I am very, very happy to head up the Agents Together Charitable Foundation. I'm CEO of that, and that's a wonderful role that I have. Feel very lucky to have that, and the more recently and latterly, I've taken on the role, part-time role, as the chair of the strategic board at Boomin.
Yes, so I understand. Thanks for that, Sarah. So you mentioned there, obviously, you've got the well-being role on one hand and the commercial role on the other hand. I mean, do you think our industry, what's your take on our industry perhaps doing too little on the well-being side and too much on the commercial side? What's your take on that, Sarah?
Yeah, it's really an interesting question because the pandemic, there has been a small silver lining, I think, of the pandemic, and that is it has got easier to talk about well-being. There's more people talking about it. It's more prevalent, and so it should be. And I'm really pleased about that. The challenge is more people are actually suffering as a result of the pandemic.
Yes.
And estate agents had quite a rare situation in that some of the issues around well-being that they had were because they were so busy commercially, as you have rightly said.
Yeah.
The challenge we've got is that, these are not just estate agency related statistics, but mental health related absenteeism cost the UK economy £14 billion
Wowzers.
in 2020.
Just repeat that.
14 billion. I mean, crazy, right?
Yeah.
So we have to ignore that commercially at our peril, because obviously we're a small part of that as an estate agency sector, but ultimately we have to realise that actually, people do their best work when they feel their best. That would be my message. We have to expect when the millennial and Gen Z workforce start to infiltrate more into our workforce, they're going to have an expectation that employees have got well-being at front and center of these businesses. So we kind of need
it's an expectation. It's an expectation from that generation. Yeah.
It is. You've got kids of that age, haven't you, Nat? I think, or certainly, and it's not like it's a nice to have; it's a have to have for that generation. So that's, we can get ahead of things here, but more importantly, it's the right thing to do. You want your people to be happy. You want them to do your best work. So I know the question wasn't about, Sarah, please preach to us about what we should be doing, but I think that we have to remember that there is a huge opportunity for us to be more commercial because we put well-being more front and center. There's some businesses doing some great work. I'm going to name drop some people actually because they deserve it. Sue Warburton at Belvoir, she's incredible. She's really focused on well-being. Matt Nichol & Co. Spencer Lawrence, Paramount Properties. There's just a small handful. I'm sorry if I've missed any. They are really, they're training everybody on mental health. They're really starting to embrace it. And they understand as a business, they will perform better commercially if they sort out the well-being side of things.
Yeah, so it's kind of, sorry to interrupt, it's kind of like, wanting to look after staff in terms of social things or, I don't know, get-togethers or fitness or whatever it might be. Actually, the well-being side is the tool in one's armory in order to help people perform better, because if they feel better, they're going to perform better, right?
Absolutely. There has been some research done, and apparently for every pound that you spend on well-being, you can expect a £5 return.
Okay, well, that's a good investment.
So it is a good investment. Now, The challenge, the interesting part of all that is that sometimes with estate agents, and I know this well as you do, Nat, it's not actually about money spent. It's about time and time to organise things. Small independent businesses haven't necessarily got the resources, people-wise, to put behind this. So that's where we're going to step in at Agents Together in the new year. We've got a new website launching. We've got some new initiatives coming. So what we're going to do is we're going to invite all businesses of all shapes and sizes to sign a pledge to be better. So that's going to be really exciting. And that's going to be, you know, there's going to be no cost to that. We're just going to ask them, give them a list of things that they can, sort of a target list of things they can start to think about, sign that pledge to be better. But we're going to go one step further. We're going to provide resources for free for people to download off the website to kickstart their well-being in their business. So we've been working on that crazy busy this last few months. And then further to that, really exciting, which all the agents told me they wanted, was we're going to recognize that. So we're going to give them, if they do it well, we're going to celebrate them, and we're going to really give them some recognition. They're going to be able to use that as marketing to their customers and to potential employees. So we've got a load of stuff coming that's going to help businesses put well-being.
That sounds fantastic. I mean, it's hats off to you for what you're doing for people in the organisation and also for the industry. So, Sarah, thank you so much. It's been brilliant. Just before we go, I'm going to spring something on you. Tell our viewers something that they don't know about Sarah Edmundson.
Sarah Edmundson is sitting here right now in the dark, having had no power for 6 days in the English Lake District. So there's a nugget of information for you.
Is it a bit cold?
You know, thank goodness for wood burning stove. No, that you did spring that on me, and you got the most current and relevant thing that I could think of. Yes, well, I'm currently without power. I'm channeling my inner Bear Grylls. I've learned I'm very industrious.
It's all about survival. So brilliant. Okay, on that note, thank you so much. So Sarah Edmundson, CEO of Agents Together. Thanks very much, Sarah, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers, Nat.
Thanks a lot.